If someone hasn't told you yet, your message matters. Welcome to 2025. At Women Speakers Association, we are here to help you get your message out to the masses. We believe that no woman should die with her message still inside. So today, we're going to share a way you can get your message out big time in 2025 with our author journey experience. And we're so excited, I am at least, because Gail Watson's here. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Laura.
And why am I excited? Because you are the creator of this author journey that has had profound impact on women that we've worked with. So I wanted you to share a little bit about what is this author journey and how does it help women get their message out?
Absolutely. It was a thought that goes back close to 9 years ago when um, I was I was doing a project with my son, and we were exploring what women did in the early 1900s. What we had learned was we could easily find what women did, but we didn't get a chance to get to know them. And it was on a walk with a friend. I said to her, I said, I talk to so many amazing women from around the world. And every single person I talk to has an amazing message. And it's great that the celebrities and the high profile names and those with a lot of money who know how, can afford the marketing to get their message out there, they get to do that. But what about us? What about us people with a message? How do we get our message out in such a big way? And that's what was the foundational thoughts behind, which has now turned into Voices of the 21st Century, where over 400 women from around the world have experienced this. And it's it was an opportunity. We created an experience where women could come in, find and own their story and really put it together, help them shape it with, some editing, polishing around, those edges. Uh, but more than that, to be able to, when we come out with a book, it's a now what? I have this book, but now what? I mean, that's the end game, right? And so education and training and guiding people on how do you monetize a book? How does it get you more speaking? How does it open the doors to those new clients that you want to receive? Whatever that mission is, and that's where we have watched over the um, several years women do this. And why this is at the forefront right now is because on February 5th, we'll be launching Voices of the 21st Century, Women Bringing Light to the World. And I was just reflecting back on these 47 women who are in this book and what they've been doing. And, in the first part of the year, they were working on their story. They're working one on one with an editor, really getting clarity on that story. They've spent the past few months learning all sorts of different ideas and strategies and what can I do with this book when I have it, right? And now we are literally at the home stretch with the the launch, and it's a really exciting time, and it it's great to see. And this is what, and we'll be opening up the doors again for 2025. So,
I love that this is a collaborative journey. And it's not just about the end result of the book, which you do, you get a bestseller. And instead, we show people that their message matters and how to leverage their message and the book and in community. So new joint ventures form, new awarenesses about offerings, businesses have formed, even, right?
mhm.
And products have formed. So it's it truly is a journey and a collaborative transformational process that this Women Speakers Association has offered. I've never seen anything like it. I know there are plenty of anthologies you can join, but this is so much better, so much different. So it's takes into account at least 9 months of an author's life to transform their business to get their message out. So, the one niggling question in the back of my mind is, but what about those women who don't think they have a story or a message?
That would be everybody, including including
Right.
myself. I felt that exact same pressure on book one when I was told, "Well, you need to put a story." And I went, "What?" Because I always felt I didn't have a story. I didn't have, I meet some women with really, um, have gone through some really hard stuff, tough times, and yet they come through with this message to help change other women's lives. And I think, wow, I haven't had that kind of, the significant traumas that others may have experienced. So then always felt I didn't have a story. But what I've learned is your story comes, and I want to if you're listening to this right now, think about what's always inside you that you always want to say, but think, who wants to hear that? Right? Who am I to even share that? And really think about that, because that is your gifted message. It doesn't have to be one of hardship, or um, it could be one of triumph that you're sharing. It could, so, but that is that gifted voice. And that's what we want to really encourage, is to bring that forward. And I'm always open, like 100%, to explore that little voice with you, to see if it's something that you want to take further, to get it out onto paper, to put it out there in the world, um, in a non-threatening type way. And as you said, Laura, what we never want to see is someone leave this world with that message still inside of them, because I really see it as a little gift, gift wrapped with a little bow on it. And it doesn't do anything unless we share it. And so that's the power of that little spark inside you.
And, we make it seem like, oh, there's this message, this one message, but really, we are a compilation of stories and messages. There may be around a central theme or a couple of different themes. We have different parts of our lives. And what I love is we've seen women come out of their shell here, bare their souls and their stories that may have nothing that seems directly related to their what they do for work, say, or their business, but it makes them more human and gives out their wisdom, shows that they are a wise person. And then you can always tie it back to an offering. I mean, like even Charmaine Hammond, who wrote about her dog, and she works in the corporate world. The corporate world loves this story and this book, right? Because you can relate, we're all human, so it is all relevant. And just you never know what life you're going to touch if you don't get that message out there. And somebody right now may be praying for that message, even if it's not in your wheelhouse of what you have shown the public, but it is in your wheelhouse of your wisdom. So I think that's so important that we allow women to do that and we offer them a space to do that and then to launch. Um, so what can women do if they're now getting a sense like, oh, well, maybe I do have a message, or maybe I have this year is the year to do something with the wisdom that I have.
And I hope it is. I hope what you just said there is triggering an alarm in someone listening right now, that this is my year. Yes, you know what? I do need to get this message out, because as a woman, um, I mean, your strength is in your voice, in that message, and it's by sharing it that makes it unstoppable. The we are This is a handhold type experience community that we're in. And I get a lot of questions about this experience. So before we even get to that application process of going, you know what, I want to put this story in, I know what it is, I want to put it in, you know, we have an application process for that. But before that, this is something new that we're going to do, is I'm going to put on an information session on January 22nd. And this is a real gentle thing just to open the doors wide open, from look behind the curtain to see what really happens, and explore all those things that show up for you in a really easy way. There's nothing committed to this. There's no sale in this. This is simply opening the doors, let you see what over 400 women have gone through. And and then at that point, you can go, maybe yes, maybe no, right? So that's what's happening. And a big piece is, in this collaborative experience, what we will do and during this time is we'll understand what a collaborative book even is, right? They've Sometimes they have a bad rap out there, like they do nothing for you. And but what we found in the way that we're doing it, it has a really good outcome because it's attached to your expectation of what you want to achieve, right? We want to talk about the power of collective voices coming together, and that is exceptional. Overnight, your message goes around the world instantly, right? We want to, uh, I guess, kind of open up to show you exactly what the publishing world is all about. You get to play as much of a role in there as you want. You get to see everything behind the scenes, and get involved as little or as a lot that you want to do, right? We want to help you. We want to talk about how a book does build your brand, and how does it get you out there, and what can it do for you, and how do you monetize this, right? And the big part, I think, you touched on it earlier, Laura. We see a lot of the women coming together and doing business together. And so the networking and collaboration that comes from a group of women coming together to produce one book is so powerful. So we want to really peel that back because, as one person said during COVID or 2020, was I came into this not knowing anybody, having no friends, and I've left with 44 other friends. And that really touched me because it was a time when we weren't really connecting with people out there. And I'm glad that that experience has, that she was able to put words around that. So I love that. That's all that's happening. So I would invite you to register, come join us, and come take a look at what this is all about.
And they can do that at speakersuccesstraining.com. And what I love is that it is truly the community. It's a sisterhood. It's a sisterhood within the sisterhood of Women Speakers Association that really comes together and coalesces for a common purpose of sharing our message out in the world, launching a bestseller. And then, we've heard from women who have been in other anthologies that this just blows them all away. So I can't say enough for it. It's my privilege to be the author manager of the book
Mhm.
and to help everyone's message get out there in a bigger way, and really guide them towards that monetization strategy, give them the training opportunities to leverage social media and beyond. So I want to invite everyone to check out more. Go to the information session on January 22nd at 1 p.m. Pacific. Speakersuccesstraining.com is where you can RSVP. And we look forward to, getting to know you, really, right?
100%. And like I said, just sign up, come on in, and it should be if anything, it'll, we'll also, oh, sorry, I was going to say, we also have our publisher going to be on that call. So we're open to taking questions about, if you have ideas that you have a bigger story and you want your own book. She's right there on the call. This is information about the publishing world to help you and give you ideas and options. So
Very cool. All right, we'll see you all there. Thank you so much, Gail.
thank
And
you.
get your message out big time this year. We want to help you. Bye for now.
Bye.